Hello, my friends. AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink. Welcome back to my face and my card making space and another STAMPtember exclusive collaboration video. Throughout the month of September, Simon Says Stamp has the biggest stamping party of the year, STAMPtember. They've partnered with a ton of fabulous crafty brands to release limited edition exclusive sets that are one and done. When they sell out, they're not restocked. However, the brands always have so many amazing products to check out, and I linked them on each of the days in my description box below the video. Today's release, there are two collab sets with two different brands, Altenew and Trinity Stamps, both favorites of mine. As of doing this intro, or as of filming this intro, I'm only going to have this video for the Altenew collab. I am running out of extra time, runway steam, however you want to describe it. I cannot say it enough. I need more hours in the day. But it is a great set. Both of them, they're great sets. I will have them linked like I always do. And then I'll link, of course, to the Altenew brand and the Trinity Stamps brand. Fabulous. So many amazing products to look at and choose from. And both owned by great people and just all the things. All the things. So, links. I'll have the links to the collabs, to all the things, as well as to what I used to make the card for today's video. Those will all be in the description box below the video, so if you just expand it, it'll all pop up and you can see everything. My links are affiliate links. That just means that if you click on one of my links and end up placing an order, I get a little kickback from that at no extra cost to you. That is what helps pay the bills and keep the channel going. That's it for the housekeeping. Let's get into making the card. So this is the Azalea Bunch collaboration set with Simon Says Stamp and Altenew. As of doing this voiceover, I think there might be a bundle option like stamp, die, and stencil, but again, I'm doing these ahead of time, so I'm not 100% certain, but I will have links below to all the options, as I always do. As always, I only have the stamp set, so that's what I'm working with, and I used some Altenew watercolor paper. And I've used this in previous videos. This is somewhat newer to the market. It's cold pressed, 100% cotton. It comes in a couple different sizes. And I've been hoarding it because it's nice. But I like it. Anyway, I used my anti-static powder tool on it and I stamped the image multiple times to make sure I got everything stamped. And then I coated it with detail white embossing powder. So look, your minds are blown. Woo, it looks like nothing. Because white embossing powder on watercolor paper doesn't really show up a whole lot. So I've also sped up the watercoloring because, again, it doesn't look like a whole heck of a lot now, does it? And at least when it's sped up, you can see it all just coming to life because, yeah. From my view, where I'm literally sitting in real life while I paint this, I can see for the most part. But when, just depending on like the lighting and the day and different things, and it's like, man, it's just kind of hard to see. Or like a floral image like this that's a cluster. I have the stamp set right beside me, and that just helps to kind of reference. It's like, okay, this is a petal, this is a leaf. That's it just gives me a little bit more of a reference because, yeah, when it's white on white like this, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. So for my watercoloring, I'm also using the Altenew Artist's watercolor palette. Yeah, that's what they call this one. This one has been out for a while. As of right now, I think it's out of stock. But I've used their other watercolor palette for years, ever since they first released it. This one's kind of a little bit, I'll call it a smidge fancier, I guess. And this is my literal first time. I just unwrapped it the other day because all the little cakes have wrappings on them, and absolute first time using it. So far, I really like it. They're very pigmented. I'm going to slow it down here, right here. Slow it down a little bit. My intention was to make this floral red. And I wasn't paying attention. And I started using the orange. And then I was like, why does it not look like the first two petals I did? And then I realized what I did. So I took my brush, and it just has water on it, and it's just damp, not soaking wet. And I just kind of erased in a sense because I scrubbed the brush on over the petals that I accidentally used the wrong color. And then I just painted back over it with the red. And because this is, quality watercolor paper, you're able to do that. Sometimes with some papers, you can't really like scrub your brushes, you know, lift colors very well. Like the paper will start to peel or like to pill. But for the most part, that doesn't really happen very often. Usually I'm not so bad, but again, like I said in the intro, I'm running out of a little bit of steam here. But it was an easy fix, so not the end of the world. So I painted my florals and I did, you know, yellows and oranges and reds. And then the greenery, I really love. I did like a bright green and then a deeper green. That's kind of my go-to when it comes to greenery. And I love it. Love how the greenery turned out. It's just 2 colors. And yeah, these watercolor pans, I get first impression anyway. I'm very impressed with them. I'll definitely play with them some more. Did I need to get them? No. I've got so many watercolor palettes. It's kind of nuts. That's another thing I curate is watercolor palettes. But they're fun and I like them, so whatever. So I did all my little painting. And then once this was dry, I just fussy cut it. Because again, I don't have the dies. It's all good. And then I pulled out an embossing folder. This is the Chocolate Flowers embossing folder. It's actually part of the Chocolate Flowers Craft Your Life project kit that Altenew released a couple months ago. Something. Which is a big kit. It's got like a couple stamps, like a stamp set and die set and stencils and this embossing folder. And I just wanted the embossing folder. Any embossing folder would work. I just wanted to add some texture. And I got some white cardstock. And with Altenew's embossing folder and my Anagriff and EMPRESS die cut machine, I find that one cutting plate, the magnetic plate, and then the folder works perfectly. And I had lightly misted my cardstock. This is Simon's 120 pound smooth white cardstock. And I had lightly misted it with water just to soften the paper fibers a bit and to get a really good impression, which worked like a charm. I got like a perfect impression with this one. And then I trimmed this down a bit to like 4 by 5.25 roughly. And then another thing I did was I pulled out the Simon Says Stamp Lush Leaves wafer dies, which I used in another STAMPtember video, and I've used it in many other videos. And I die cut that from some Altenew Parrot green cardstock. And I grabbed some my sticky mat, my Altenew sticky mat, stuck the die cuts to it. And then this is Altenew's Evergreen ink, just a really deep green ink, because I was kind of mimicking the leaves that I painted, so I wanted that contrast. And I need to do this more often. It's almost already becoming habit with me with Altenew colors to just stick to like a quad and the same family, which is great, but it's sometimes kind of fun to mix up. I wouldn't normally think to use such a deep green with this shade of green cardstock, and ooh, I like it. I like it. So I just blended it onto those die cuts with a little mini blending brush. And then, as you saw, I snipped apart part of these because you're not going to see it anyway, because I'm just going to stick them behind the main image. And I'm actually just going to glue them directly to the main image because it was just easier this way to kind of figure out, because I just wanted them sort of peeking out around the stamped image. So I adhere them into place, and then I'm going to put glue on the back of this and glue this to the embossed background. Once this is in place, I just stick a couple of my big stamping blocks on top of it just to hold everything flat and let the glue dry for a couple minutes. And then once the glue is dry, I'm going to add some splatter, of course. So Gonzai Tombi Starry Colors as per usual. I'm going to add a bit of water to the one color of gold, swirl it up really, really good with my fan brush, and then I just kind of go to town and add a ton of splatter. I was going to be more conservative, but then it's just like, once I get going, I can't stop. I can't help it. So yeah, just splattered the heck out of this. It was fun. So once I've got all the splatter added, clean off my brush, set everything aside, I grabbed a scrap of white cardstock and I'm going to heat emboss one of the sentiments from this stamp set. Another thing I love about Altenew is like their sets have so many good sentiments with them, along with large florals, of course. So many large florals. Love. Stamp the sentiment in clear embossing ink. And then this time I coated it with gold embossing powder. Gonna melt that with my heat tool, and then same thing. I just fussy cut this. You could just use a paper trimmer, cut it into a strip. That works too. But I just fussy cut it. And then I revisited a very oldie but goodie technique. We don't do this as much anymore, but man, this little technique had all of us in a chokehold. It was like big in scrapbooking, and then us card makers took out, and that took over it, and that was like making like little thread nests to, you know, put behind sentiments or little elements on cards. So I've got just this gold thread in my stash, purchased specifically to do stuff like this way back in the day. So I just wrapped it around my fingers. Once I was happy with it, I stuck it to the back of the sentiment, because you saw there I put some foam squares on the back of the sentiment, had everything ready to go. So the minute I, you know, pulled the thread off my fingers, I could immediately stick it to the sentiment, because I've talked about this before, working with like gold or just metallic threads. Whether it's thin ones like that or some of the thicker ones can be a bit annoying at times. So did all of that, and then on the inside of my card, which is a top folding A2 white note card, I stamped the large floral on the inside with Altenew Sunray ink, and then I'm going to stamp another one of the sentiments from the set with some Nocturne ink. So got that sentiment lined up. There we go. And then I'll stamp it with the Nocturne ink, and that'll finish off the inside of the card. So I'm going to adhere the embossed card front to the card base, again just using some craft tacky glue, and then I'll add some Simon Gold confetti just to finish it off, add a little extra bling, because we've got the gold splatter, the gold sentiment, the gold thread, and then a little bit of gold bling. So I'm going to tuck these in, you know, just kind of around each opposite corner sort of the cluster, and then adhere them into place with little dabs of craft tacky glue, and that finished off this card. So like I said in the intro, I'll have links to all of the things, including the other collab set and all of that, in the description box below the video, along with all of the supplies I used. So you can check that out below if you are interested. As always, thank you all so very much for taking the time to hang out with me, for thumbs upping and commenting. It does help a lot. It just tells the algorithms, aka the robot overlords, that you guys like what you see, and I appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you, and I'll be seeing you all very soon in another video. Bye. Thank you so much to my amazing Patreon supporters. For anyone that might be interested in supporting me over on Patreon, the link to that is in the description box below the video. For everyone else, as always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting, subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you. And here's a couple other videos for you to check out in case you missed them. Bye.